Hi, my name is Grace Shalom Hopkins and welcome to another episode of Spin Weekly. It is another Tour de Fleece video. Whoop whoop. So today we're going to be doing the actual spin, and just like last time, if you're a Patreon person you get the voiceover, but if you're a YouTube person I'm going to go over it here because I don't want you to miss any of this Tour de Fleece festivities. So the actual spin is really pretty straightforward. You spin it from the braid, and because I split my fiber into two, I made sure that both sides were either interchangeable or I knew which side I started on, and in my case they were interchangeable. I suppose you could flip it around so that way you had a consistent flow rather than two mirrored parts. It depends on what your goal is, but keep that in mind so you connect the fiber in the right way. All right, so I started off spinning my daisy chain of the co-drafted fiber, and as I spun I found that if I stuck my finger in the loop it helped me from yanking fiber up one half of the pairing too fast, because sometimes I felt like it was easy to yank up a bunch of like purple. These are not the colors of this yarn, but then the pink is like over here, and so I was like purple, pink, purple, pink, purple, pink, and then you get the polka dot situation, which is not what we're going for. Now there's going to be a little bit of polka dotting because we're not machines and this is an imperfect process, but you want to minimize it, right? So what I did, in addition to putting my finger in the loop as I drafted, I also turned it so the two colors were sitting side by side this way rather than on top of each other, but side by side. And so I was able to kind of put my thumb at the junction and guide them in together. So you're visualizing them doing the barber pole thing, but you're actually looking at your drafting zone and seeing it pulling off of both. And if your drafting zone is so wide that you need to pull off of one side or the other, or if you're going up the middle, you're leaving long bits on the edges, you need to go ahead and draft it a little bit more. And I did some of that. You can continue to draft it right there at the wheel. So if your initial drafting wasn't thin enough, go ahead and carefully draft it some more after it's been combined. And that's a lot easier once it's been braided because it does that slight felting that I mentioned in yesterday's video. I don't know if it was yesterday, last day's video, whatever day it was. So that's the big trick with the spinning. And then in addition to that, if you're spinning a single and you're not used to spinning a singles, you might be worried that you're over twisting it. And singles, I think they are just extra twisty. They are. And mine was a hot, twisty mess when I took it off of the wheel. You'll see pictures in the next video. But once I set it, it stayed flat and it wasn't problematic. So don't freak out about that. I personally think it's better to over twist than under twist when in doubt, because under twist will fall apart and over twist can be worked with. A worst case scenario, if it's a disaster, you can just run it back through the wheel kind of backwards, but that would also be a pain in the bum. So another way you can deal with that is while you're working with it, you can just hang your ball and let it untwist a little bit. That's also possible. But I'm going to let you guys jump into the next part of the video. Like I said, if you want the voiceover video and you're a Patreon person or want to become a Patreon person, links down below. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was a really beautiful spin. I really enjoyed the speed of spinning a single because I don't have to put it through a second time. And I got all of the color work that I want from a 2-ply. So time saving without visually compromising anything. I thought that was really helpful. Now you could actually go ahead and ply this with another color. You could even make 2 of these and ply them together. I really consider doing that, and I think the next time I do a single fractal I will do that, just to see. So that's where I'm at. And tomorrow, or whatever the next day is, we will discuss the setting process, and hopefully I'll have a little swatch so you can see what's going on, because I like you that much, because I hate swatching. So yeah, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to stick around for these shenanigans, hit the subscribe button. And just like last time, I want to know, how is your tour de fleece going? Do you have any further thoughts from last time? Continue to pour that out. If you didn't comment on the last video about your tour de fleece experience, now is the perfect opportunity. I mean, really. So yes, I will see you next time.